Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Maddie. I post new Sims content every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And today we're going to get into a cool little mod that I want to share with you guys. It basically helps with your child care. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get into it. If you guys would, leave me a like, subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions, or if you would like me to pray for you, because I am always willing to do that for y'all. I love y'all. Y'all loves you. Let's get into it. So this mod comes to us from Kawaii Stacy off of Patreon. And essentially, this mod allows your little ones, your toddlers, to go to preschool and basically be taught while they're in preschool, so you don't have to do the teaching, or pretty much like all the teaching, if that makes sense. They'll go to school for, I think, about 6 hours, and then like while they're there, they're working on their skills, you know, the couple of skills that they have learned so far. And so you've got three options. You can either homeschool them, send them to private school, or send them to public school. Homeschooling is basically what we're already doing before we have this mod, essentially. And your public and private school, there are differences between how fast your toddler will learn while they're there. So of course, if you send them to public school, they're going to learn a little bit slower. And if you send them to private school, they're going to learn a little bit faster. You can send your toddler themselves, or your toddler will sometimes try to go by themselves during that time period between 5 and 10 a.m. So now that we've covered all the bases, we are going to get into the game. If you guys have any questions about how to download and install your mods, I do have a video on that already up on my page, and I will link it above and below in the description down below if you guys need it. And we are going to get into it. So my daughter just turned a toddler, so she is now of age to be able to go to preschool. That does not subtract the fact that you can still teach your child skills such as potty training and, you know, whatever skills that they have as a toddler, you can still build and expand upon it while they are still a child. However, I will say sending your child to private school after like a couple of days, especially if you've already been teaching your child at home, they're going to max out their skills very fast. And just like in the real world, you can only send your toddler to preschool between Monday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday, of course, you gotta have them at home. So yeah. So in order to sign your toddler up for preschool, you will have to be your toddler and then click on yourself and then sign yourself up for preschool. So the parent won't technically click on the child to sign them up for preschool. You'll do it through your toddler. And then of course I picked private school because I wanted her to learn faster. But now knowing that she learned a lot faster than I thought she would, I could have sent her to public school and she would have been fine. But private school is great. We're rich, so it's all right. You know, got to do stuff in the Sims we can't do in the real world, guys. And what I'll also add is I believe public school is free. Private school is $50 each day that you send your toddler. So if you don't send your toddler, obviously you won't be paying $50. But the days you do send your toddler, you'll be paying 50 simoleons. And then your 6 hours of your toddler being in preschool starts from when your toddler leaves. So it's not, you know, 6 hours from 5 a.m. or 6 hours from 10 a.m. It's from when your toddler leaves. And so now it's Sunday night and we're getting our baby London ready for the school week. You know how our parents used to do us when it was a school night, okay? Getting us washed up and into the bed after we've had a nice dinner. Mama reads her a story and it's lights out, baby. And then when daycare opens, you'll get a notification that says the school doors are now open. London should go to school soon. And so, of course, you have between 5 and 10 to get her to school. And in all honesty, guys, I've been able to send her after 10 o'clock. Not too long after 10 o'clock, but it has allowed me to send her at like 11 before. So do with that what you will. But we're just going to get her up, get some food in her tummy, and then we are going to send her on her way for her first day of preschool. And y'all, I can't lie, I definitely look like a poor parent right now because her first day of preschool, I literally sent her on an empty stomach because time was just cutting it close. And I was like, I got to send her before 10 o'clock. I got to send her before 10 o'clock. And yeah, so I initially, you know, went to go and give her some food. But then I looked and I was like, oh, shoot, it's already 9:40. So I went ahead and clicked for her to go to preschool because, yeah, I couldn't do anything about it. I wanted her to go to school, and I'm thinking, you know, hopefully they'll feed her when she's there, right? Like she won't just starve while she's in preschool. So hopefully they got breakfast there. But because I was feeling so bad, I went ahead and filled the needs of the household so she wasn't angry anymore. And now she's feeling sad about a potty accident she had, which really wasn't that crazy. Like, she did a good job and I'm proud of her. I just want her to know that. But anyway, she goes and walks herself out and she's off to school. And that's pretty much it. However, I will say if you leave your house, like if you leave the lot and you go somewhere else, your child will then be taken to daycare because it's similar to like leaving them alone in a house, you get what I'm saying? So they'll no longer be at preschool. If you leave, they'll literally just be at the daycare now. So you want to just be mindful of that whenever, you send your child to preschool, because of course if you send them to private school and you leave the lot and then they end up going to daycare, you just spent $50 for nothing, and she's not learning anything because of course she's at daycare, and they don't learn anything at daycare. It's like a holding cell for babies. But anyway, and you can still click on your child and monitor how much they're learning today or whatnot. Like you can see what skills are going up if you click on their, skills tab and whatnot. So you can just monitor them like that. And then, of course, when it's time for them to come home, they will legitimately just pop up on the sidewalk, walk on in the house like, hey, and then you'll get notifications like thinking level at 4 now. So, and toddlers, they max out at 5. So like I said, they learn super fast, especially when they go to private school. So I would definitely recommend it if your toddler's maybe about to age up and you weren't able to teach them everything maybe within that time. I don't know. But if your toddler literally just turned a toddler, I would send them to public school. So, And so, like I said, when they return from school, they'll pop back up in front of the house. And this lovely stranger decided to read my daughter a story, and she really enjoyed it. So I'm happy about that. And then I ended up getting an invite to go to a festival. And I was like, that is a great way to end off my daughter's first day at daycare. Except we're seeing a whole bunch of violence. There's aliens, there's werewolves, there's gang members. I was scared. I was like, should I even have my daughter out here? Like, it's 5:30 in the evening. It shouldn't be this lit right now. But anyway, we still decided to stay, have a good time, watch some fireworks, drink some drinks, and we had a good outing for my daughter's first day at daycare. And one thing I will definitely be mindful of in the future when taking my daughter to activities such as festivals is the fact that they don't have any children's chairs. Like, they don't have any chairs for toddlers to sit in. So she's just standing like beside me pretty much the whole time, which I mean is fine, but it didn't allow me to put any chairs for her. So that sucked. I didn't want her standing the whole time, but it's okay. I went ahead and got her some food. And I have no clue who beat this man up, but as soon as I saw him, I was like, yep, it's time to go, because clearly there is something going on here. So yeah, it was time for us to go. But that's all I've got for you guys today. If this is helpful, if you guys are going to be using this mod, please let me know down below in the comments. If this was helpful to you in any way, please leave me a like and subscribe, as once again, I do post 3 times a week. So if you don't find it robbery to hang out with me, come back and see me. I hope you guys have a great evening. Once again, if you guys have any prayer requests, you can leave it down in the comments as well. And yeah, I hope to see you guys back in my next video. Y'all loves you. I love you. Have a great evening.